Hey guys, this is What If Naruto was the ultimate rinnegan user. Sorry if y'all can't hear me too well, because my throat has been hurting a fair bit recently. So in this, he is gonna have all sorts of different abilities. He will start off with the base rinnegan and work his way up to the 6th Tomo. Then that's when he has a few genjutsus that he created for the rinnegan. Okay, one of this one requires a lot of energy. Rinnegan genjutsu, universal mind destruction. What it does is it makes you become a mindless slave until released. Solar rinnegan, lunar rinnegan, rinnegan genjutsu, mind controlling pain. It will control. Give me a moment. I'm back. Basically, as I was saying, it will control the person it used on's mind, and their mind. And whilst this happens, they'll be tortured, like in Tsukiyomi, by this being. Then this one is an ability he gets to use weekly, where he can wish for nearly anything except reviving the dead, immortality, and infinite chakra, and a few others. Galaxy Rinnegan, Universal Rinnegan, then Spectral Rinnegan, Chakra Rinnegan. But this is the strongest, my favorite. Forbidden Rinnegan Art, Life-Stealing Genjutsu. What it does is in order to use this, you need the Spectral Rinnegan and the Universal Rinnegan combined. Think of it like all the Spectral Rinnegan, Universe, Galaxy Rinnegan Genjutsu, Mind Controlling Pain, Lunar Rinnegan, and Solar Rinnegan, as well as this Genjutsu. Like the two Genjutsus together, along with all the Rinnegan forms he has. He can combine into a single dojutsu, the Chakra Rinnegan, which is required to use the Forbidden Rinnegan Art Life-Stealing Genjutsu, which will steal the life out of someone while they're being tortured, and giving you more extra lives if you really, essentially, if you were to summon the Shinigami, it would sacrifice their soul instead of yours, and the Shinigami wouldn't really care. So that's how it goes. But once he unlocks Rinnegan, he won't be able to turn off the first one, but he can turn off the others. Okay? So in this universe, there are little stones that are spiritual stones that are where the chakra is generated from. And this Naruto is going to learn how to do that, and he will gain a lot, like practically infinite chakra. Either way, let's get into this. So we see a 4-year-old Naruto getting beaten, and he meets Kurama. Kurama just kicks him out after seeing it. He was kind of traumatized. Because of this, you could see a small purple tint in his eyes, and he gained a lot of knowledge and started wanting to read books because of the effect the Rinnegan has on him. Because he ain't gonna be dumb in this. So yeah. Either way. So either way, we continue. He has been working on dealing with a few of the bullies on Hinata now, which I'm gonna say it happened when he was 4. After that, he went and saved Hinata from the bullies, and he was able to use a weaker version of the normal Shinra Tensei, because that's what he got from the slight awakening of his Rinnegans. We added a purple tint to his eyes. After he did that, not everything goes to canon until the first year, until 11, when he's 11 years old and in the academy, as it's going to be years. And now he is being told about the chakra cord and how it's a spiritual stone or crystal that regenerates. And he thinks, and they talk about chakra control, and that's how you build it up. However, what they is using your chakra and controlling it. But Naruto goes to the forest of death, unknowingly wandering around, and then he thinks of the brilliant idea. What if I were to funnel tons of chakra into the stone after finding it? But wouldn't that require a lot of strain on my body because I would have to filter it? Wait, what if I filtered it all into my eyes, he thinks. Because I heard that the eyes cannot be destroyed by chakra. I'm like, because they don't really need to get prepared. So, you know what? Let's go with that. He starts channeling, just funneling all the chakra, and it starts making the Rinnegan force awaken. And then he's like, ow, my eyes hurt, but still, I have to keep going. As we see his Rinnegan's fully awakened now. And now we see as his chakra stone starts growing and growing at an exponential rate as refining it, he started feeding chakra to it as it grows and grows until it reaches the size of the universe and then is all compacted. And it's going to keep doing this, but with the compacted version, until his chakra stone is so potent that it's quite literally the equivalent of 50 trillion truth-seeking orbs worth of chakra generated every millisecond. So yeah, that's ridiculous, OP. However, it's also funneling a load of chakra, making the Rinnegan forcefully to his eyes and get to the point where it cannot fully be cut off, causing his Rinnegans to eternally be active, as well as giving him immortality. And he thinks, wait a minute. As then he sees the image of a person of channeling chakra through their eyes into the real world. And it saying special Rinnegan art, wish granted. And after saying their wish, as they hear, I wish for an unbreakable, super sharp katana that can cut through anything that can cut through the current sharpest katana like butter, he says. And then he says, special Rinnegan art, wish granted. As then he feels immense power in his eyes, going through their eyes, and they see that he created a powerful sword. This sword is made of special truth-seeking orbs that are invisible, and only Naruto can see it. And I did not get a picture because there were way too many good ones. But then we see his base Rinnegan bleed, as he's not going to go blind from using these abilities, but it will cause his eyes to bleed to use that special art, and it can only be used once a week. So he gets one chance. One of the few things he cannot ask for is death on others. That's one of the few things he cannot wish for with that ability. Either way, we see as he's thinking, doesn't that mean I would have the Rinnegan? As he says, I must have awakened it from all that chakra in my eyes, but I wonder why I had access to it. And I might not be able to turn it off because of how much chakra is constantly in my body now. It's to the point where my blood is infused with liquid chakra, so potent that it makes me immortal. And it heals anyone who drinks my blood. Well, either way, I should. And none of these is probably what's going to happen, as he tests it by chopping off his own head, and he regenerates from it. He says, "Yep, I lie. I know it works." And then we see the other body turn into more into chakra and go straight into him. Like, it goes straight into his back. And then since he had so much chakra build up on his back from the guy, when he didn't really have any on his back yet because he was not quite circulating it there, we see Uzumaki chains appear. And then we see as he's like, and now it's forcefully staying there, as in it's going to have a constant flow to his back as well. Which is the only part he didn't have liquid chakra saturated. Making it so that he will have Uzumaki chains. And he's like, I better try and use a genjutsu. As then he quickly sees an Abu, and without thinking, he says the word. He says, Rinnegan Genjutsu, Universal Mind Destruction, as he does that. He says, he does this, as this one, Rinnegan Genjutsu, mind controlling pain. And then he says, forget this ever happened. And that happened. And they forget. But he then not faints. And this is where I'm ending it off because my throat is starting to hurt again. So cliffhanger no jutsu. Bye, guys.